You queer cats are tone setters. The same reason my main legion of chrome wetters. With long cheddar, mixed with lines written. No time slipping when we rhyme spitting. Divine mission since the house days. G.A. Grandma left DJ Tanner outraged. The South stays about that Beretta clapping. Lines balanced with
Head on over to Spotify and all other streaming platforms. Check out the NoMercyTV Podcast.
Yo, what's good, y'all? No Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. I know what time it is, man. Let's talk about this recent surge in stock market and trading and, you know, all this other stuff that's been going on in the past couple weeks or so. Man, has this trading shit been like a viral topic. And let me say this, man. One thing you gotta know, right, is anything, and I mean anything that you put your money up into first and you're not getting something immediately, you're taking a gamble. Anything. Just think about it. Anything that you put your money up into first and you're not getting something immediately, it's a gamble. Let's say booking venue space, right? Let's say you book a venue space for like $300 and you leave a deposit of $100. Your event is not until a month down the line, right? Let's just say something happens and the venue gets shut down. If it's not a professional venue, then, you know, it's just kind of like some side street shit that was just like formed out of nowhere, no real solid paperwork or nothing like that, you could potentially lose your money. Why? Because it's something that you put your money up and you're hoping to get something out of it at a later point. So at that, it's always a gamble. It's always a risk. There's always the probability that you're going to lose your money. That's putting money into anything 101. That's one of the first things you need to understand. You know, so in terms of this stock thing, right? So you had the whole thing with the Wall Street Bets Reddit group. You had the GameStop and AMC stocks that was going crazy, shooting up like a motherfucker and stuff like that. And what was it? A hedge fund group. They basically were forced to go bankrupt because the money that they put into making sure these stocks failed, it actually worked against them. So they lost their money that they put up into making that happen. And one of them wound up going bankrupt. Well, there's a couple of them wound up going bankrupt. I know one of them was called Melvin Capital or something like that. They got packed up because GameStop and AMC did well. You know, so it became a huge thing, a whole bunch of memes, and, you know, basically was a viral thing. A lot of people became millionaires. Some people even made billions off of the GameStop shit going up. You know, like if you look on the news, you had somebody that made $4 billion. You had like the owner of like Tootsie Roll who made $1 billion off of his money being invested in like GameStop and AMC and stuff like that. So people were seeing these things. People were seeing all the people that done came up, made money, etc., and chose to jump into it. Now, me, in terms of speaking for myself, right? I was already in the process of learning about trading, learning about stocks. I'm doing Forex with Lawrence from RBE right now. He's showing me the way in terms of, you know, just how to learn it and how to trade and, you know, stuff like that. So this is something I myself am already looking at and trying to figure out ways to, you know, I'm putting little stock investments here and there, putting $5 here, $20 there, $30 there. Like, just spreading the money out and seeing how different stocks do. That way it's not a loss for me. Like if I put $5 here and $10 here and the stocks happen to go down, I'm not losing nothing. Why? I'm not putting my life savings, I'm not putting rent money and stuff like that into stocks. Like, for what? Why would you gamble with important money on something that's not guaranteed? Like, it's a stupid mentality. And I hate when people see that people are coming up off of something and then they're going to an extreme to try and get the same results, but then get mad at the world when they don't get those same results and then they done took that huge loss. And it's like, well, you shouldn't have been trying to follow behind everybody else, not realizing that they did their shit smart. You understand? I know a couple of people who done came up off a lot of these stocks, done came up, whether it was a couple of hundred, couple of thousand, tens of thousands. Like, people I know personally came up off of a lot of these stocks. But they did it smart. They did it the smart way. And the smart way, and this is not, I don't want this to be, you got to put the disclaimer when you're doing stock stuff, because it's like, you don't want people to buy or sell based off what you're saying. And then when the shit don't pan out, then they coming back to you. So I want to make that clear. This is not telling you what to buy or telling you what to sell. You understand? But go about it in a smart way. Understand that when you putting your money into stocks, essentially you're doing it for the long haul. It's not for you to be, all right, I'm gonna put this $50 in, and by next week it should be $250. No, you should not be banking on that. It would be nice. It would definitely be a great thing, but you don't bank on that type of shit. Let's say your phone bill is due and you're down to your last like $50. You're going to put it in the stock market and hope that it flips before you try to pay your phone bill. And it's like, come on, man. You know what I mean? So, I just didn't like that on social media. I was seeing a lot of that. Like, a lot of people who are seeing what's going on online, right? Social media, like, people are taking advice from, or taking buy and sell tips from people that they're seeing on social media. People who aren't even experts. People who they might have just seen get lucky or whatever, taking advice from those people and trying to apply it to themselves, and then they're messed up out here. And then complaining about it. Like, you might have put your money up, you done seen a stock be cheap one day, and then the next day it done went down. And now you're mad. Like, yo, stop listening to these fake social media financial experts and stuff like that, when it's like, stocks go down on the regular every single day. The same chart you're using to try and gauge like where your profit is going to come in, if you go through the history of that chart, every app has the 1 day, the week, the month, that show you how often stocks go up and down, and you will see that it's always a change in trends and stuff like that. So, like, certain stuff is regular. Like, I seen somebody on Facebook, right? They was saying like damn near what I just said, but to emphasize it, they were using a screenshot of after hours trading. After hours, when the market is closed, when everything goes down, yeah, they were using that to say, hey, those stocks are trash, people are losing their money. It's after hours trading. It's always, stocks are always down at that specific time period. So why would you use that as a gauge to judge, like, people are just crazy. People are just crazy. You understand? So, when it comes to this stock shit, if y'all are going to get into it, make sure y'all are following the right people. Make sure y'all are getting the right advice from the right people who could tell you straight up what's going on. Like, the only person who I'm really in tune with like that right now It's KG the Poet. He got the Fetty Talk joint that he does, which basically a live stream where he's talking about current events with stocks, telling you what's going on. You know, not essentially what to buy, what to sell, but just telling you what's going on and what to be aware of. That way, you can base making the right moves or base making the moves off of, you know, what's currently going on and just helping you be knowledgeable of the shit. You understand? Like, it's people out there like that are just giving the information for free. You understand? Like, even the Reddit group, the Wall Street Bets, I forgot, they got shut down and they made a new one, so I forgot what the name of the new one is, but you do your research, you'll find it. You understand? But stocks, man, a lot of y'all are gonna stay broke because y'all have the broke man's mentality, right? So y'all are taking money that y'all essentially don't have because y'all are probably down to y'all ass and have to use it for more important stuff. Y'all are taking that and putting it into something that's not guaranteed. And it's like, yo, when it comes to the stocks, this is for the long haul, baby. This is not for right now. This is for the future. This is for months, years possibly down the line. You understand? So when you put money into the stocks, this has to be money that you're comfortable with parting with for the current moment. You know, and you just have to know that you're probably not going to be able to really see this money until, you know, a later date. So just understand that, you know, it's a risk involved with it. It's a risk involved with it. So make sure you're tuning into the right people, getting tips on buying the right stocks and, you know, things of that nature, and you're going to be good. But to think that is just something where you're going to put all your eggs in one basket and then, like, come up overnight, nah. You can't bank on that. You can't bank on that. You'll get extremely lucky. You'll be extremely lucky if you do. But don't bank on it. Don't bank on it because it's not guaranteed. You understand? Like, even right now as I speak, like, I probably got a good 3 figures in the stock market. You know what I mean? I probably got like a good probably like 500 or 600 in the stock market altogether. But I have it spread out over a bunch of different stocks that I potentially see doing well in the future. Like, I have Dogecoin, I got AMC, GameStop, a whole bunch of other stuff. You understand that I just, you know, put money here, put some here, put some here, and that way certain stuff can hit, certain stuff might not hit right now, but I feel like just holding it until it actually does get to a certain price, and I'll probably dip. But you have to navigate this shit right. You can't just put your joints in the, you know, you see GameStop doing well, and all of a sudden you want to take your kids' college tuition and put all of it in the GameStop, and then when GameStop takes a plunge for the current moment, you complaining, oh, y'all fake financial experts and stuff like that. You shouldn't have put your life savings into stock market. So, you know, that's just something, you know, for y'all who are curious about the stock market and trying to get into it. Once I really become a quote unquote, not expert, but, you know, more solidified and understand every single little aspect of everything that I'm doing, then who knows? Maybe I'll come and, you know, start doing more blogs and stuff on it where I give advice and things of that nature. But right now, nah. I'm nowhere near experienced enough to be trying to do that. So I'm not even going to step foot in it. But what I will tell y'all is it's just the basics of gambling. You understand? That's really all it is at the end of the day is gambling. You understand? And you have the potential to lose. Like, I never played dice. I never played dice in the hood or nothing like that before. Like, if y'all have, y'all should understand this. You understand? So, you know, but let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Do y'all got some good stock people y'all could put me on to so I could learn about, you know, there's different aspects of it. What are there any websites y'all following? Any people on, like, maybe Instagram or Twitter that y'all following and getting advice from? Do y'all know about stocks yourselves? Like, let me know in the comments, like, and let's, you know, really start to, you know, I guess you say build a network based off this shit and really build a thing for discussion about it, because I'm starting to get into it now. So y'all might see me touching on it, you know, here and there, and, you know, making little references and stuff like that every once in a while. But this is something that I really feel strongly about. I feel like I'm following the right people that's really giving the right information. So, you know, this is something that I definitely plan on sticking with permanently. You understand what I'm saying? So let me know what y'all think in the comments, and I'll holler at y'all soon, man. No Mercy, track New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. # mercenaries. We out here.